MW3 stand by for new mission directive, over.
What's our next target?
Multiple Russian warships near our ports. Proceed to harbor to assist. We have execute authority.
We're 1 minute out. Don't start the party without us. Over.
Copy that.
Hello and welcome to Inside Game News. Now this is a Modern Warfare 3 special concentrating on the gameplay released at E3 on Monday. It was live gameplay, and if you haven't seen it yet, there's a link to it in the description. But this is just a brief summary of the 8-minute long gameplay that we saw premiered at E3 2011. If you didn't know about it, it was one of the first things broadcasted at E3. It was in fact at 12:30 Pacific time, I think, so that's 7:30 GMT in the evening. And Robert Bowling took us through some of the Modern Warfare 3 campaign gameplay. You might know Robert Bowling as 402, that's what he is on Twitter. And basically it was held in the Microsoft conference, and it was the absolute first thing of E3. So definitely stole the spotlight at the start of E3, and it's got everybody talking about it. So this is just a brief summary basically of what we saw there. And we start off with the mission Hunter Killer. On day 2, it says it's 4:30 in the afternoon there in the game. You're playing as Sergeant Derek Frost Westbrook, and you're part of the Delta Force in the New York Harbour. So on and in the Hudson River, you actually go into the river, but I'll talk about that in a bit. So we start off underwater, and your first objective is to plant a explosive mine onto a submarine. So typical Call of Duty action to start off with. So you're seen going underwater on one of these sort of diving scooter sort of things. It's just like a motor what you're hanging on to, and you're dodging all sort of debris, sort of exploded planes and boats and just debris all over the place in the water. And you basically come up to approach what looks like this Russian enemy, a Russian enemy submarine, and you have to place a mine onto the side of the submarine, basically to blow it up. And so, almost typically in Call of Duty fashion, you put the bomb onto the side of the submarine, you go 10 or 15 metres away from it, it blows up and knocks you off your little underwater scooter thing what you have. So then you come rushing to the surface. You have to again dodge more obstacles and finally get onto this submarine and climb onto the top of this submarine, which is just above the surface of the water, and you just sort of pull a gun out from behind your back as you do. You know, just been underwater, and you just pull a gun off your back and go down onto the inside the submarine onto the decks. And you have a brief firefight. It's not a very intense one, just 5 or 10 enemy on the way. And after that it skips forward a bit in the interest of time. And you're at the end of this firefight inside the submarine, and you plant some explosives onto a door, blow the door open, and it goes into this slow motion sort of camera, what we've been used to, and you get to pick off the enemy all in slow motion as the door explodes. We've seen it in Black Ops, we've seen it in Modern Warfare 2, so there's nothing new there. You head into what looks like some sort of control room of the whole submarine. You get told the activation code or password to some sort of computer or something. You plug it in and take control over this submarine. Once that has been done, you climb up to the top of the submarine, get onto this little raft boat, and you have to follow your crewmate in front in this boat, dodging everything in your path until you drive into the back of a ally helicopter which has somehow landed onto the water. You drive into the back of that and fly away, typically escaping death by the skin of your teeth. You live to fight another day, and that's the mission over, that's the gameplay over. What's great to see is that Infinity Ward seem to be going back to the Modern Warfare 2 roots rather than taking things like Black Ops. It's just typical Call of Duty. There's nothing massively new, but there's explosions left, right and centre. You're doing everything at the same time. It's really fast paced, lots of action, just typical Call of Duty really, what you'd expect. At the end of the gameplay, Robert Bowling was joined by Sledgehammer Games general manager Glenn Schofield, who said for the past year Sledgehammer Games have been honoured to be working with Infinity Ward to create Modern Warfare 3, the biggest, most exciting and epic Call of Duty ever. We've been pouring our hearts and souls into this game and can't wait for the November the 8th release. Just as some extra information, this mission will be played with the character Sandman. Some of the guns we saw in this gameplay were the AK-74U with red dot sight. Now, of course, that gun was in Black Ops, and lots of people have been saying it's been overpowered. It'll be good to see whether Infinity Ward have addressed this issue, whether they've listened to the community saying that it is too overpowered, or whether they're going to keep it similar to the one in Black Ops. I can't imagine it'd be too similar to Black Ops because it's just set in a completely different time frame. So I think they might have adapted it quite a bit to give it a different feel and make it a little less overpowered. We also see a P90 with a holographic sight. That, of course, was in Modern Warfare 2 as well. We see a G18. We see, well, the two guns that he uses, that Robert Bowling uses most of the time. I think, from what I can see, it's a UMP and the AA-12, both of which were in Modern Warfare 2. So they are again making a return in Modern Warfare 3. Also, if you've seen the whole gameplay trailer, you'll see at the start, kind of unfortunately, Bowling's controller becomes disconnected from the Xbox and it automatically goes into the start menu. Now, if you look at the start menu, it's got a button it's just got a button called Friends. Now, I don't know what this is. Maybe this means you can invite friends to play with you on the campaign, so maybe you can play campaign online. Maybe I might just be talking rubbish, but it's just an idea. Maybe that's what that Friends button is. It could be that button's just to bring up a list of who's online and what games they're playing, but you never know. It could be some sort of integrated online single player thing that you can invite friends into. Nobody knows yet. As you can see, this is a very quick sort of summary of the gameplay that we've seen from E3. Expect to see more like this regarding Modern Warfare 3 and other games whilst E3 is still on. So I might have missed some info on this because it is very brief and I've done it very quickly, but if you want to update the info, just look in the comments below. I'm sure people will be first to correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you for watching this, and if you haven't done already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.